guys? So, today is Halloween. It is October 31st, 2017. And you know what? This is the most boring day of the entire year for me every single year. Because I do not celebrate Halloween. So that means I have never gone trick-or-treating. I have never opened the door to give kids candy. And constantly, every day on this year, I hear the doorbells ringing, the kids banging, them knocking our signs down, them crying for candy, and me sitting in my room, being bored to death, and constantly surrounded by the doorbell ringing. Now, we have tried to put signs up, as you saw me mention in vlogs or just before this, but every time we put a sign up, someone either rips it down, pushes it over, or just ignores it. So, signs are that efficient, and it's dark out, you can't really see outside, so they're not going to notice a sign or the words on it. So once it gets dark, the sign is completely and utterly useless. So that means that there is nothing that I can really do to stop the doorbell ringing and to stop the knocking until people just catch on to the fact that, hey, I don't celebrate Halloween. And my parents are at work, I have no one to talk to, I am just sitting down while the rest of my friends go have fun with other friends and their siblings and just do things on Halloween. Now today, I was actually able to go to French class, and after French class, they had a little bingo sesh, and I got some candy. Now usually on Halloween, people come in with these huge buckets and bags of candy, and I'm usually the one who's like, hey, can I have a piece of that candy? And people are like, sure, I pity you because you don't get candy, so let me give you the worst of my bunch. And go ahead and enjoy yourself, which honestly I am thankful for, because without that candy, without that support, I would completely shatter and break into pieces. I'm being dramatic, guys, but no, Halloween is just a boring day for me because I don't do anything. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about how it feels when you're a kid who doesn't celebrate Halloween. I think that it's a very small thing that people don't talk about. There's all these people going around like, Halloween is the best holiday ever. I just get so much free candy. I get to walk around, dress up, and play. And I'm sitting back here and I'm like, wow, am I the only one who doesn't celebrate? Which isn't true. There's a lot of people who I know who go to my school who don't celebrate. So I am not alone, thankfully. But you're always that kid that when you tell someone you don't celebrate Halloween or you've never gone trick-or-treating, it's like when someone tells you that they've never seen snow and you live in an area full of snow. It's like that rare thing that not many people talk about because sometimes it's embarrassing. And then you have to explain the reason why you don't celebrate Halloween. You're like, well, I don't want to celebrate the devil's holiday, as my parents call it. And the person is like, but it's just candy. And then you have to get into this whole spiel about how some people consider this the devil's holiday, and it's just yada, yada, yada. And don't get me started on TV, because every TV show on, unless it is recorded by you, is Halloween themed on Halloween, which makes sense, honestly, because on Christmas, it's Christmas themed, and, just all on these different holidays, it is that themed. But it is annoying when you turn on your TV, and your parents are like, oh, sorry, you can't watch that show because it is Halloween themed. And you're like, alright, so I guess I'm just gonna go in my room and read a book for the next 24 hours. I'm joking, guys. Halloween isn't that long, but it is that entire day, so I guess maybe a good 24 hours of you not watching TV is what it measures down to. But luckily, this day and age, most of us don't watch TV. We have Netflix. But on Netflix, all the good shows, all the trending shows, are Halloween shows. So then you're like in another dilemma where you're like, oh my gosh, do I just go back and re-watch some of the old shows that aren't Halloween themed, or do I, stick with not watching anything at all? And then you're in this dilemma trying to figure out something to do, and it's like, alright, I guess I'm just gonna sit in my room, either go to sleep or read a book, which honestly, reading is great, but, it's a little lonely sometimes, depending on what type of book you really have, because if it is a bad book, then you're just sitting down, hoping that, the hours passed quicker. And if you're laying down in bed trying to go to sleep, the doorbell is going to keep ringing, and the fists are going to keep pounding, and you're going to want to scream your head off because it just keeps going around and round and round in a circle. You know what's also annoying about being a kid who doesn't celebrate Halloween? Is also when you tell people you don't celebrate Halloween, and then they're like, wait, but do you celebrate Christmas or any other holiday? Do you celebrate your birthday? And I'm here thinking to myself, yes, I celebrate pretty much every other holiday other than Halloween. Just because I don't celebrate Halloween does not mean that I don't celebrate a holiday at all. Which I understand. Of course you're going to ask that question because, I mean, if they don't celebrate Halloween, then what do they celebrate? And honestly, it's like, it gets annoying after a while, though, when you're answering the question constantly every single year. Now, this was huge in elementary school. That was the main question. And I was like, yes, I celebrate Christmas. It is Jesus' birthday. Us as humans have made to fulfill our need for candy. A long time ago it was something different, but it's warped, it's changed, whatever, not trying to hate, even though that's like this whole video. But Christmas is completely different from Halloween, and Thanksgiving is completely different from Halloween. Great, I spit right on the camera lens. That is amazing. But they are completely separate holidays. So yes, I do celebrate Christmas, and yes, I do celebrate Thanksgiving, and yes, pretty much every other holiday other than Halloween. Now, the reason why they're different is because literally they are different holidays. So, yes, like I said before, I do celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is my favorite time of year. My favorite holiday. It is just the best overall. And yes, I do celebrate my birthday because my birthday is when I was born. And I want to celebrate the majestic surrounding that I was put in that day, because February 21st is the best day of the year. I'm telling you guys. Now, Christmas comes pretty close, because I love me some Christmas. Alright? But, February 21st, that's where it's at. But yeah, I do celebrate everything other than Halloween. And I have a lot of fun with my other holidays. Now, I'd understand if I was a Jehovah's Witness and I didn't celebrate anything else, which is perfectly fine. That's your religion. But I am not a Jehovah's Witness. Oh my gosh, when I got the questions in elementary school when people would ask me, hey, if you don't celebrate Halloween, are you still Christian? I would be astounded. Because, well, just because I don't celebrate Halloween does not mean that my faith is impacted by that at all. In fact, many people of the Christian faith do not celebrate Halloween, but then again, many do. So it is not one thing over the other. They are either combined or separate. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that and get it out. I am in no ways mad. I just thought it would be hilarious to be able to talk about some of the things people have asked me about why I don't celebrate and what I do and things like that, and if I'm depressed. Which there was one year when all my friends were going out where I was like, come on, this would be my last year. Come on, Mom and Dad. And they were like, nope, you're staying home. We don't celebrate this devil holiday. And I was like, I'm gonna go kill myself now. And I was depressed, and it was just the same old day. Ate some tortilla chips after a basketball game. It was lit. I tell you, it was lit. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Have a happy Halloween. And, I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Goodbye.